Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I got home a little bit later and then I had some work to do, so I didn't really have the energy to close out the day. But it is Monday the next day and it's 10 o'clock, which is when I was hoping to leave. So yesterday, I wanted to tell you a little story about a restaurant that I went to have dinner. I was planning to have hamburgers for dinner because I was tired of seafood. I had seafood for dinner and then I had seafood for lunch the next day. So I went to this hamburger joint and it was closed. It closes at 6. Everything closes so early here. But there was a place right next door to it. And I forgot to mention the fact that this hamburger place was like at the very, very end of the strip of restaurants, so I kind of went out of my way to go there. So as I said, there was one place next to the hamburger joint. It was a seafood place. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna eat more seafood again, which I need to enjoy that because in Busan seafood is expensive, so I like almost never eat it. Very rarely I eat it. Yeah, so I went into this place and I sit down, I order my dinner, and I look over and there's a row of tagines, like Moroccan tagines. I never thought that I would see tagines in Korea. I was like, wow, how in the world did he get tagines here? So I asked the owner who was serving me, I was like, do you know what these are? And he was like, yeah, they're Moroccan. I don't remember if he said tagines, but he was like, yeah, you know, you cook slowly food in there. Like you cook food very, very slowly in there. And I was like, wow, you know what it is. How in the world did you get it? So he said there's like a world market in Seoul, the capital. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So we got to talking. And he is actually from Canada. Well, he's Korean, but lived in Canada for 25 years. I think he's approaching retirement age now. And he's from Vancouver. And him and his wife lived there, as I said, for 25 years, and they decided to just move back to Korea for 2 years, and they opened this restaurant, and they're gonna go back to Vancouver and retire there. So I was like, wow, you just that's just like crazy. I don't know, like to uproot your life, move to another country, and after 25 years, which is a long time, go back to it. And Korea has completely changed in 25 years. I mean, it's nowhere near the same country that it was 25 years ago. So it's almost like them moving to a whole new country that just speaks the same language. So I think that's pretty brave of them to do that and open a business. Yeah, so they're gonna move back to Vancouver, and it was like so nice to me because he's like the first Korean that I don't work with that actually talks to me, that has talked to me, that has like started a conversation. Yeah, that wants to chat. Now I know it's English, like it's not like their native language, so of course Koreans are not going to talk to me, but even Koreans that know some English, like Koreans are just very reserved people, so it can be hard to meet them. But yeah, so he was like super friendly, he was asking me questions. I was like so touched. You want to talk to me? That's so nice. I asked him if he can call a taxi that can take me to the bus stop because it was already like dark out and the street lighting is very dark on this island, and so like I don't feel very safe. I was just tired and it was like cold and I didn't want to have to walk more than I've done all day yesterday. But he was like, a taxi, it might not come here, but I'll take you to the bus stop. So he actually drove me to the bus stop and chatted up. I was like, that is so nice. You're not scared of me? There's just a big fear here that like foreigners carry corona and stuff. So it was very nice. Very touching that happened and that he didn't think I was infectious. His name is Richard, and I will put down the restaurant below. I had a very delicious seafood ramyeon. It was very, very good. So if you're ever in Jeju and you ever go to, I think it's Woljeong beach, definitely check his place out and say hello to him. So today I will tell you our plans. So this is the island, and we're gonna explore this side of the island. Yesterday we were on this side. Today we're gonna explore this side. The first place that we're gonna go to is the Spirited Garden. It's a garden of 7 themes. Then we're gonna stop by one of the most famous, if not the most famous cafe in Korea. You will see why. And then we're gonna go from there and come here, which is like a really, really gorgeous cliff with some very, very unique shapes. And the first stop is about an hour and 20 minutes away. So I'm gonna bring my headphones and listen to some stuff. And yeah, so that's the plan for today. So I'll see you whenever I see you next. Okay, so I arrived at the first stop to get on my second bus. I am in another remote area, as you can see. There's really nothing here except a couple of hotels and a gas station. So it really reminds me of all the trips that I've taken from Georgia to like Mississippi, you know, where you stop in the middle of nowhere at a gas station. The bus that I'm waiting for was supposed to have been here about 2 minutes ago. I don't know where it is, but this is going to be a much shorter ride. The first one was about an hour. Yeah. So we'll see how long it's going to take for this bus to get here. It's going to be about a 15-minute ride. So we're almost there. We're very close. And this area, I think, has a lot of museums. There's like a Hello Kitty world. There's a chocolate museum. There's a Greek mythology museum. By the way, another note, I've like rarely seen anyone under the age of like 70 or 75 on basically every bus I've been on. South Korea is experiencing a rapidly declining population. It's predicted to be extinct. Mind you, that's in 700 years. But if the trend continues, it's going to be extinct.
Little bit of love leads to break from my moms and escape from the rush, but the 100-hour weeks make her feet go numb, and the world keeps spinning and the sleep don't come. My peeps go dumb with a perk, with an X, with an insecure girl we can hurt, with a weed, with a rush, and escape from the numb that we all keep feeling when the day's all done, when the rays of the sun don't shine on our skin, where we can hide in our lies, take a dive in our sun.
Guys, I love these bonsai trees. This whole garden is full of bonsai trees. Some are like normal sized, most of them are of course small. But look at how small these are. It is so precious. I actually met the owner, which was so cool. He was just walking by and you can automatically recognize him. Alrighty, so I just got done with my lunch and super long photo session at the Greem museum, or museum, a cafe. I guess it kind of is like a museum. Of course, with the transportation and waiting for the bus, there's not much time. There's not enough time to see the beautiful cliff that I wanted to see. So I might have to skip a couple of activities tomorrow so I can see it, because I really want to see it. So instead of going to the cliff, I'm gonna go to the tea museum. It's just a couple of stops away from the cafe. Okay, well, my battery died. So there were some people walking by and they really saw my sadness when it died. Okay, yes, as I said, instead of the beautiful cliffs, I'm going to go to the tea museum. The parking lot is packed, so I guess this is a really popular museum. This whole area is just full of different museums, which is nice. They're all close to each other. And there's a bus that takes you to every one of them. And this specific bus, which I think it's 820, it has a tour guide. So if you ever have any questions, bus 820, it's an orange number, there's a tour guide. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to this tea museum.
Done this before you fall. I won't catch you, don't know I'm stalling. Cause you love to have it more crying. Calling me sweet, telling me you need me. But I'm from a city that's high school. I give them this and the more I go. Cause you a bad man, you she don't love money. She break grass real fast like conman. Wanna swim down to the deep end. Wanna know all my secrets, honestly. Can you keep it real? Cause honestly, I can tell that you're real fond of me. Baby, don't be shy, I can see it in your eyes. I've been running around, too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Too bad, I've been sticking on your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I know you stand it how you taking all my time. Left, right, can you take it all night? Take it, baby, I ain't scared to take it. Oh, and maybe when I take it, oh, I feel it coming down too strong. Cause I want ya, and it's hard to resist cause I need ya. And it's hard, baby, yeah, cause I believe ya. Hold me tight, holding on tonight. Holding a couple, let me get to you clean and proper. Way I move